Do you want to say good morning? Do you want to say good morning, you wild person?
Good morning. Hi. Hi.
Getting it. Good morning, good morning. Happy. Ooh. I had to look on the front of my phone to see that it was Tuesday because I was going to hop on here and I was like, I honestly couldn't even guess right now. I realized this morning that I have not left my house. I went to my parents' house the day after Christmas, but I have not left my house other than that day in over a week. So now I'm running to the Container Store. I have a couple of cabinets in my kitchen. I'm like I feel like everyone's like organizing right now, right? Like the few days after Christmas. Also, this is random, but maybe hoops and a turtleneck. Maybe no. Anyways, doing some organizing, and I have, I'm sure some of you have like the big cabinet over the fridge. So above the fridge, it's that kind of awkwardly larger one, at least in my kitchen it is. And it's so deep and so tall. And I'm like, I need to get some kind of like shelving for it. And then my idea is like to keep all the Christmas smaller house decor in that, because I need to utilize that space better. And then I'm so sick of having so many Christmas tubs. So, I mean, I do have a lot of Christmas decor and I brought that upon myself, but I'm a decorator. I love decorating. So, but I want to eliminate some of those tubs and have some of the stuff up in that massive storage that I'm not using, and that way I can get to it easier. Anyways, that's what I'm doing today. So I want to run to the Container Store. I want to run to Target. And so I've gone to other places. Why am I zooming in on myself? I've gone to other places rather than the Container Store to find like less expensive things. And I find that every time I do that, I snag like a couple of things, but then they don't have like as much variety as far as like depth and height. And I have an awkward cabinet I'm trying to fill. So I'm just going to cut to it. I'm going to go to a Container Store. I'm going to pay 3 times the amount I find it somewhere else, and I'm going to be happy about it. I will say though, no shade to Container Store, because the things that I've bought there, they hold up. My pantry stuff that were the little slide out drawers that sit at the bottom, I had to build them. Those things are rock solid. I've had them for years. But first, coffee. Really should have checked the weather app. It's gonna be like 78 degrees by the time I'm done with the Container Store, and I'm wearing a dang turtleneck. So Mike got me the new iPhone for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift. And I love the camera on it. That's why I always like the new phones, is because of the camera quality. And I take all my pictures. I take all my pictures from my phone because I'm too lazy to do the camera and then upload and edit and all that stuff. I just take the picture, brighten it on my phone in the standard like edit, like anyone can do it, and then post it and move on with my life. So I was intrigued by it. But I feel like my video is fuzzy. Like it looks like I'm using like filters. It's weird. I'm linking my sweater. It's on my Amazon fashion list. It's the first one. And then the second one is the same sweater, but a different design. And I have that one also. It is so cute in person. I wanted to say though, before you thought, it did take like a month to get here, my sweater. And the exact color is sold out, but they have cute variations of brown, black and gray, a different, like less rust, more like an orangey, like a fall orange color. So it's really, really comfortable. Here's the other sweater I got, and I'll show a picture as well. But isn't this so cute? I love it. It's got like the different kind of an abstract stripe, and then the sleeve is a different color, and then it has the lower in the back, and it's like a true cable knit. So pretty. So yeah, that whole question about where you'd move is so random, but one of my really good friends is up and moving. They're moving to a state that they have no family in. They visited twice and just fell in love with the small town there. And she was like, life's too short, like we're gonna take chances. And anyways, a huge life move for them. And I was talking to Mike and I'm like, if we could go, which I mean, technically we could just put Armor Coffee like wherever we go, but I'm from Texas. I don't want to move away from my family. That would be like a really hard thing for me. So anyways, I was just for fun, like, where would you want to go? Like, where would you move? And of course he said Wisconsin because his family's from there. And I said, okay, not Wisconsin. If anywhere but Wisconsin, where would you go? And he was like, Wyoming. And then second would be Montana. So he had his answers like so fast. I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, I guess I never really thought about moving anywhere or living anywhere except Texas. That's where I was born and raised. Anyways, so I started thinking about it, and Utah is the most stunning place I've ever seen in the United States. I went there 2 summers ago, or 2 falls ago. It was in the fall. No, it was in the summer. Anyways, that doesn't matter. I went there, and the backdrop, I was in Salt Lake City, and the backdrop, like, you want to reach out and touch it, it looks fake, like a movie set. Like, the mountains, it's just surreal. Like, you're in this bowl of mountains, and anywhere you look, beautiful. They had snow still on them, snow-covered mountains, and it was like June, which is crazy. Anyways, Utah just would never work for us, considering the fact that we, need jobs, and Armor Coffee Shop would be going with us to Utah, and 99% of people, not a hard fact, but a confident one, 99% of people who live in Utah are Mormon, would vastly hurt us, considering that Mormons don't drink coffee. So we wouldn't be too profitable in Utah. So truly, that's just too dang bad, because I think Mike could get me to Utah from what I witnessed. But anyways, he's saying Wyoming and Montana are even more gorgeous. So another place. So, I mean, you know what? I've never been, but I'm down to see it, Not saying we're moving. I'm just keeping this conversation going. It's fun to think about. I've never thought about it. Washington. I've never seen Washington, but I think I would love it. It's, from what I've heard, very green. It rains a lot. I love rain. Like, I just love gloomy weather. I don't know. I just picture, I wouldn't see us living in Seattle. Like, I don't think I would fit in Seattle. But if we could find like a suburb with like a really old Victorian, like, historic home, I don't know. Let's go to Washington. Last point on this topic, and then I gotta get up above my fridge there and put my shelves in. Anyways, the only thing that like kind of would, I think, be an adjustment for me moving out of Texas is, like, I know I'm gonna offend like 4,000 people by saying this, and I don't mean it offensive, but Texas is so nice. Like, it's just different. Like, I have family in other states. I lived in New York for a few months, which obviously New York isn't as bad as people say it is, by the way. They're nice people. That's not what I'm saying. But like Texas, like, people walk on the streets or in the store and they like look at you in your eyes and they're like, hi, and like, you don't know them. Like, they initiate conversation. They're just friendly. And while obviously people are nice in every state, that's not what I'm saying. Hope you understand that. It's like, from where I've been and visited, Texas is just the most, like, to initiate that conversation with strangers. Like, literally, and not everyone's different, but like Texas as a whole, like, you walk around shopping like this. Hello. Like, I don't know. It's Texas. It's hey y'all, and people are friendly. And again, not everybody. Some people are real jerks. Dang, I forgot to take a before and after. It would have been really cool if I could have done a little snappy thing. But this is what it looked like before. I haven't touched this. So I had like a shelf back there, but everything, that's from Sue with a note, obviously. And this is what it looks like with the shelving. And I actually have 4 sets of these. So it's going to go 1, 2, and then the front 3, 4. And the goal is to get a lot of the Christmas stuff from my dining room up here. I'm literally getting so sidetracked from my job here. My job that is cabinet organization. By reading y'all's messages about like where you live and how it is, or just experiences, I just feel like the geography of the country is so crazy. Like, we all live in the same place, but like totally different at the same time. I don't know, it's crazy. A lot of people, talking about where they live and like what it's like, or you should look at this, or I even like contemplated maybe not sharing this because I don't want to offend my lovely people in Michigan who are part of this community. I'm sure you are all amazing, but I've opened at least 10 DMs of people living in Michigan who say Michigan is like the rudest state they've ever been in. Michigan people, what are you guys doing? You gotta be nice. That's so weird though, like why that state? I didn't even know these were up here. Little Santa butter knives. Could have used that like 4 days ago. Dang it. These shelves are gonna be so much better because I'll be able to see. Why do we have these? These stuff, I won't forget about it. Pop my back, I'll pop my back. Oh, shoot. You gotta crawl. You gotta crawl. We did the same thing for budget book. Good job, Viv. Good job. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so an update. This is all the stuff that was in here before, and then I even added some other things that were down in these overstuffed cabinets. It kind of alleviated some space. I still have some space up in here, but then everything else is left for Christmas decor. It's deeper than it looks. It's like over 2 feet deep. And then unfortunately, this doesn't. There's a lot of space wasted, which bugs me, but I don't have anything else to use there. So, all right, let's do it. Viv pulled off Lucy's head last year, and so Mike tried to tape her. She's kind of looking like she was wearing like a bulletproof vest or a gun holster. Then her head rolled off because we sat her next to the fire, and so her head is now permanently sticky and scorched. All because Viv yanked her head off. I don't think any of this family will ever forgive her. Okay, final product here. Got pretty much almost everything full. Still have a little room in this one, and then I'm leaving this one empty because I always find Christmas decor that I forgot to put up somewhere, usually in bathrooms. So I'll leave that open. But all the stuff, like these trees that just get piled on top of in tubs, and like this thing, I feel like these are gonna bend, so I have them in here to where they don't get destroyed. All the glass stuff, I didn't want to put in tubs anymore. Those are obviously not breakable, but I put them in here because they could fit. But yeah, anything that's pretty much breakable. This is all Christmas, and then like these are Valentine's because they're in the shape of a heart. Yay! I'm happy. And then everything that's left is like soft, so it doesn't matter if it gets thrown in a tub, or garland that I'm gonna hang. And then like things that are massive, like trees, all my trees, my gnomes. And then these were too big to fit in the thing. But all the little trinkets and like things that go on the mantle or in the kitchen or in like little shelving nooks like that, it's all put up in the kitchen, so I don't have to pull tubs out next year. Also needs to be said, I'm not trying to win any picture awards for how this is organized. My goal was to get it up there, and I only had this much room to smush it all in, so it's definitely not like, I mean, it's not cute. However, after dinner, I am going to make a little label with my label maker. Sounds like a bird. Make a label of what is on each shelf and just write it like on a post it probably, and then not post it, like a next card and tape it to the shelf, and that way it'll show you like what's behind the curtain, you know, because there's like stuff packed in there for 2 feet, literally. Okay, I have to make dinner, but I will get on. You can't have cheese in a bowl. We're about to make dinner. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 second. I'm gonna get back on and I'll share these shelves and also what I got at Target later tonight, but I have to make dinner. Yeah! The remains of Christmas turkey. The Christmas bird. So yesterday I was cooking lunch in here. I think it was like chicken tenders, and I opened it up and just so much smoke was coming out, and my smoke alarms went off and we all had to go outside. It was super, super smoky in here, and I was ticked because I thought it was at the bottom of my oven. But look, it's in a pan. Oh, Mother Nature. I love that I said it was only in the pan. As you can see it on the stove in the background.
It's in a pan. Oh.
I'm gonna be very open and honest with you guys. I've never cleaned an oven in this state in my entire life. It's like charcoal mixed with bird poop mixed with super glue. It's not budging. I tend to scrape stuff with my fingernails. If it's real stuck, something tells me it's just not gonna work in this situation.